Dr. Ramesh, Mr. Atmaram, my other fellow panelists, ladies and gentlemen. At the outset, thanks to the organizers for inviting me. In fact, the presentation by Mr. Satyanarayana from NABARD, it is so rich. In fact, it addresses most of the questions, starting with, is financial inclusion important? Yes, it is important. Is ICT the only way for financial inclusion? Yes, that is the only way. It means that is the key way or the most important way to achieve the objectives of financial inclusion. Is that the right mode? Yes, because the bank branches, it will not be possible to open bank branches at all the remote areas in 6 lakh plus villages, and we have to reach out to everybody and provide the basic financial services, which means the ability to save means deposit, ability to withdraw money, the ability to do the remittance, ability to provide some basic credit facility. If these basic services are to be provided, and it has to be provided through an institutional mechanism, there has to be an institutional record keeping, institutional memory building, and that is possible only through mechanism of by use of information technology, and that has to be low cost information technology. Branches cannot reach out there. The information technology is also of a special category because the branches, they are not well connected. It may operate only offline. Means most of the area, quite a large significant part of the area. So a combination of offline and online technology would have to be used. Then what is the model that can be used if the branch cannot go? Really over a period of time, the business correspondent model has developed. It has been innovated. Now it is in the process of growth and maturity. Now in this process of business correspondent model, now a lot of talk about the ultra small branches coming up and converting the areas of operation of business correspondents into ultra small branches, or BCAs being brought to the ultra small branches. If the BCAs have to be coordinated through ultra small branches, there has to be a technology and most appropriate technology. And while doing that, if the rural hinterland, the areas cannot be communicated through the leased line or the much talked about the broadband network, which is yet to come, and it may take time. Are there other modes of connectivity? Is mobile the answer? There are a few countries which have done excellent work in mobile-based financial inclusion. Can they be experimented? Can mobile-based money transfer can work? There have been experiments, and a lot of banks have been experimenting on that. Now comes Aadhaar, the UIDI experimentation to make the task of opening of bank accounts easier, means where the UID number can act as the authentication mechanism and identification proof of identity so that accounts can be opened quickly. So UIDI has made the financial inclusion still simpler. Now, once the host of really solutions, be it really by way of business correspondent model, by way of smart card based offline transactions, by mobile transactions, by GPRS transactions, by UIDI based transactions. Now, can there be interoperability of the transactions? There have been experimentations on interoperability through institutions like NPCI, where I have the privilege of heading. Can the customers in the rural areas, do they deserve or do they require cards like ATM card or a debit card, which the urban people, the mainstream customers have already got? RBI has facilitated that. RBI has in fact indicated that no-frills account should also be provided the basic facility. So the basic services to be provided, even the provision of ATM card and debit card has been made a part of some of the basic facilities that the banks need to give. So the regulators have done a lot. Institutions like NABARD, just now you saw the presentation from Mr. Satyanarayan, the kind of work that they have been doing, world's largest financial inclusion program. A lot of work has been going. There are a lot of issues that his presentation itself brought out, like the challenges that the banks have been facing in terms of technology integration of banks' core banking solution and the business correspondent system, how the business correspondent data can go and sit in the core banking solution. It has been mandated by RBI, mandated by the government. It is taking time. There have been the issues that are the business correspondent agents, are they provided the right remuneration? After all, they are doing a great job for the country. Financial inclusion is such a hot topic, such a basic requirement for the country. Are they properly remunerated? If they are not remunerated, how would they work? Are they being properly trained? Business correspondent agency, business correspondent as a tool itself, a lot of question marks have come, a lot of problems have arisen, a lot of agencies which have come up, which have vanished over a period of time during last 5 to 7 years. Hardly 6 to 7 agencies, they have been able to survive for all 7 years, or else it is 2 to 3 years activity. The companies are coming and vanishing. Technology solutions are coming and technology solutions are not really reaching the scale that it ought to really give. A lot of issues are there. In fact, these are the issues worth debating for 2-3 days. The College of Agricultural Banking of Reserve Bank of India conducts seminars, workshops over there. Is mobile the answer? Almost every month there is a mobile finance-based financial inclusion seminars and symposium, whether mobile is the answer, whether the large distribution network of the telcos can do something. Can the telcos really bridge the gap that the banking system has not been able to reach out? The telcos have doing their bit. Telcos and the banks are also doing their bit. There have been a lot of mistrust. How to bridge the trust between the banks and the telcos, because unless they come and work together, the telco network, a large network of telcos cannot be properly taken, or else the telcos would be really just being used for money transfer activity, but nothing beyond that. The government is talking about the electronic benefit transfer, the cash benefits instead of subsidy system in terms of kind in cash. A panel has been created, a committee has been set up with no other than Prime Minister as the chairman of the committee. Such a thrust is given by the country. But the issues are many. I suppose this is a topic appropriate for discussions at all fora, including the fora like this technology, at all levels, at the level of Prime Minister with the Chief Ministers, at the level of secretaries of state government, at the level of technology solution providers, at the level of bankers and telcos together, at the level of banks, at the level of institutions like us who are providing the interoperability, at the level of real like us, that can NPCI, our institution, can provide the payment cards like the Visa, MasterCard to the rural areas where all the people can use. The government has mandated that all the Kisans must be provided with a Kisan card, with a Rupee branded, which this country's national payment network, that NPCI, which I have the privilege of heading, should really do that. The action programs are enormous. I suppose the task ahead is gigantic, and I'm very happy the organizers have chosen this subject also a part of the discussion. This requires very in-depth understanding, in-depth action program, and very committed action. This is all that I would have to say. The banks have been doing a tremendous job, fabulous job, reaching out to every person. Every person deserves the financial service. It is a must. I was talked about the instance of Pondicherry starting with financial inclusion was talked about. Now on 21st, just 3 days ahead, Ernakulam is being declared as the first district where all the adult population have a bank account. All the adult population have meaningful financial inclusion. When you say meaningful financial inclusion, they have not just deposit and cash withdrawal or remittance service, a credit facility as well. So Ernakulam is going to be the first one with a lot of all the chairmen of all the banks are going and gathering in Ernakulam on 21st. That is what is going to happen. It's a good beginning. A lot of work has happened. A lot of work has been going on, and a lot needs to be done. Thank you very much.